Hey, if you want to see if the contents of this box are okay and meet a great new Funko Pop YouTuber, stick around.
Welcome to another Discovery Bay Comics production. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Man, I hope this works. How you doing, everybody? I'm JB, and welcome to another Discovery Bay Comics production. In today's show, I can't wait to share with you another edition of Nerd News. That's right. That's where Chuck and Shauna are going to kick off the segment talking about Kamala Khan on the newest Disney Plus streaming, eventually coming at some point in time, right? And then I'm going to give you some other comic book nerd news, and we've got some Funko Pop nerd news lined up right after that. Then, next segment up is today's top picks. Now, what does that mean? That means I am spotlighting comic book YouTubers and Funko Pop YouTubers, along with some statues and action figures, but anything really nerdy. And if I looked at the last 24 hours and gave you my top picks from that sea of content. I can't wait to share that with you, because during that segment, I'm also going to ask you to drop that Comic Pop Family hashtag on somebody. Now, next up after that is, and these are lining up, the Instagram tag of the day. This is the easiest way to get in the show, folks. Go ahead and tag me on any Instagram post, especially if it's got a comic book and Funko Pop in it, because those are the ones that I'm going to be sharing to my followers. Next up, we've got the live stream playlist. Once again, comic book YouTubers and Funko Pop YouTubers, if they have scheduled a release via Premiere or are going live, I'm going to share that with you later on today. And then I've got a great guest lined up for you. Funko Pop YouTuber LBDProphecy is going to tell us about what he's got going down on his channel, and it is cool. Can't wait to share that. Now, next up, it's a packed show, right? We've got another edition of What's in the Box, and this time I've got a box. You saw the thumbnail that was beat to hell. That box is from misterqcomics. Not his fault, it's the Postal Service. But we're going to see how his packaging stacks up. That's in today's What's in the Box. And then since it's New Comic Book Day, you know where we're going next. It is the top 10 picks for New Comic Book Day. Why does that say Comic or Pop Review? The top 10 picks for New Comic Book Day. That's right. And guess what, Biggie Shaq? I got 10. That's right. There's 10 on the list. So after that, we're going to talk about, that wraps up the show basically. And then we're going to talk about Friday's giveaway. Going to be exciting and how you can enter. Stay tuned for that. And then we always wrap the show talking about that Comic Pop Family hashtag that I dropped on somebody in today's top picks. So let's get to today's show, folks. Right into it, starting with today's Nerd News.
Ms. Marvel.
Yay!
The Disney Plus, the newly beloved character Ms. Marvel has finally been cast for the long-awaited Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus corner of the MCU has seen some significant growth.
No kidding, but
Past 2
growth
weeks,
in
huh?
as far as announcements. We haven't seen
No
any
shows
actual
yet,
shows, but that's okay.
But we got the casting of
Yeah.
Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk last week. 2 weeks ago, we got the Nick Fury series that was announced last week. You're right, though. Getting a lot of announcements, not getting any shows.
No meat.
We will get WandaVision before 2021 starts. So anyway, we have another major piece of the puzzle of major casting news. Marvel Studios said they finally found their Ms. Marvel.
Awesome.
It is newcomer Iman Vellani.
Look how adorable she is.
She looks the part so
I
much.
know.
She's cast as the lead character, Kamala Khan. Who is Iman Vellani? Nobody knows.
Not sure.
Nobody knows.
That's okay.
You checked her IMDb. I don't think she has hardly any acting credits at all. Maybe some commercial work, some small television work. And that's got some people worried.
Oh, no.
That she doesn't have. It's like, hey, why don't you, here you go. You got Tatiana Maslany cast. You got all these fucking big movie stars cast. And then you get this absolute newcomer.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't bother me one bit.
Me neither.
Sound off in the comments. I'm really curious what you guys think. You got to trust the MCU. You got to trust Kevin Feige.
Man.
You got to trust their casting people. And look what they did with Tom Holland. Nobody knew who
Yeah.
Tom Holland was before
Right.
Spider-Man, and now he's a household name.
Or even Chris Hemsworth, essentially. Like,
Chris
nobody
Hemsworth?
really knew who he was before Thor.
Very few people. I would go as far as to say Chris Evans wasn't a household name.
That's true.
Yeah, he'd been in a lot of movies. He's
Yeah.
probably very movie star-ish, but
That's a good point.
household name, maybe not Sebastian Stan. Nobody knew.
Yeah.
I say nobody because I
Yeah,
sound,
right.
I'm not dismissing them, but they weren't,
They weren't
household names.
names. Exactly.
Dave Bautista was a
Yeah.
wrester
Yeah.
before Guardians of the Galaxy,
And Chris
now
Pratt
he's
was
an
a
actor.
comic actor in
Chris Pratt,
Parks and Rec.
yep. Mark Ruffalo,
Yeah.
Karen Gillan, obviously Doctor Who and stuff, but I mean,
Yeah,
wasn't a household name in the States.
Right.
So I trust that they know how to pick their newcomers.
I
They
agree.
see something in this girl. She's the perfect age. She looks the
Yeah.
part
Oh, yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, if you think about it, like, how many that age girls do you see acting that you know about now? Like, or that
Yeah.
is a household name? I mean, come on. You kind of want to find the right person to fit that character.
They cast it
so-
right. It's going to be the first
Yeah.
Muslim superhero we've seen on the
Exactly.
small screen or big screen.
Sweet.
A little bit about the character. You don't already know who she is if you're not playing that video game. People are loving her, by the way. The new
Mhm.
Avengers game just dropped, and I think you start the game as her. I don't play video games, but
That's what I've heard.
everybody's talking about Kamala Khan and Ms. Marvel. She's actually an Inhuman, if you didn't know that. If you don't know who the Inhumans are, Google them. Pause this, Google them, come back. She undergoes Terrigenesis, the Terrigen mist that turns you from a regular
Yeah. person
person and it unlocks your Inhuman
And
DNA.
kills you if you're not inhuman.
Yeah, it fucks you up if you're not actually Inhuman. So she gains the ability to kind of morph her body into virtually anything. She's
Mhm.
kind of a mixture between like
Mr. Fantastic.
Green Lantern and Mr. Fantastic. She can just
Yeah.
morph into stuff, which is pretty dope.
Mhm.
She's inspired by her heroes that she sees in every day. You got to remember, she's living in a world of the MCU.
Right.
She especially is inspired by Carol Danvers,
Aw.
Captain Marvel. So she takes it upon herself to give her name Miss Marvel, and the rest
Good
is
for her.
history. She even has the S that, or the lightning bolt
Uh-huh.
that the old Ms. Marvel used to
Oh,
have
yeah,
before she became
nice,
Captain
yeah.
Marvel. So, very harkens back to the original Ms. Marvel character. So, an awesome character. You and I talked a little bit about it. Will this pave the way to other younger
Yeah.
superheroes? We got Cassie Lang is probably going to
Mhm.
play a big role in season or episode Ant-Man 3.
Ant-Man 3. There you
Ant-Man
go.
3. Kate Bishop
Yeah.
probably going to
Hawkeye's
be the new
daughter,
Hawkeye.
yeah. Yep.
And what was Iron Man's daughter? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's all kinds of kids.
Aw.
Up and coming, man.
Yeah. And,
So-
I mean, we need new blood in this MCU, I think.
We do. I completely agree.
Yeah.
And last little bit, and I probably should have put this closer to the beginning because no one's watching this anyway. But Kevin Feige announced that Kamala Khan,
Uh-huh.
along with their other Disney Plus counterparts, will appear in the MCU films as well. So it's been official.
That's
that-
awesome.
These people, the She-Hulks, Moon Knights,
Yeah.
all these fresh new characters that are coming out, will be making the transition onto the big screen.
Man. Oh, that's so cool. I love it.
Way cool.
Oh my goodness, I'm already back. Man, see what happens when you're not paying attention? So thank you very much, Chuck and Shauna, for that edition of Nerd News. Here I am, just blowing that segment. And you know what I realized I just did? Unbelievably, I never, and I'm going to go back because now I'm remiss. We're going to turn off that lower third. I forgot to shout out my coffee mug, man. Hialeah Comic Bro, who is in the chat. Thank you so much for the coffee mug. And, by the way, there are links to these channels below. So go ahead and check out Hialeah Comic Bro, who actually sent me a real coffee mug, like a real one, not just a sticker. So I do appreciate that. And coming up in today's unboxing, I mentioned we had Mr. Q Comics, but my push to 1,000. I forgot to mention my push to 1,000 pops with purpose. There is a link in the description below. Make sure you go check out that channel. Great father-daughter team over there doing wonderful things. Check them out. And come on, I tell you, if you send me a t-shirt in size large, the address is in the description below, just like my man Robb Boswell did. I'm going to wear it, even if it does embarrass me a little bit. Plus, my kids love this one. They just love this one. All right, now let's get back over to that nerd news. And I want to talk about something really special that was announced yesterday. I saw it actually over on Brian and Jack at Simple Man's Comics. It's in today's top picks, but it is hot news because this is one of my favorite writers, Frank Ogle. He's been on the channel. I've interviewed him for Mainframe Comic Con, and he released the next edition of Dead End Kids. If you didn't read the first one, Why not? It was fantastic. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Go check out this one. He's releasing the next version of it. Now, ready for this one? Hold on. I got to get it lined up. Get it lined up. Next up in nerd news, I got to go bingo here. Turn this one off. Why isn't that still doing that? That didn't not supposed to turn the window capture off. And then I've got some Funko news to talk about that I got from the community. We're going to start with this one. This was announced the Funko Virtual Con number 4, and these are all the shared retailer exclusives. I'm going to bring this photo up later when we get my guest on because I don't know shit about this stuff, but he does, and he's going to help us figure out what is the one that we should be paying attention to coming up. Also in Funko news, they released this. There's new sodas, and these are kind of cool. Ad icons. I'm a huge fan of these ad icons, and I can't wait to show my wife the Spam one. I grew up on Spam, man. No lie. Anyway, that's my Funko news. Let's get to the next segment of the show, folks, which is today's top picks. All right, did it work? No, it didn't work. Why not? It didn't work. Okay, do I got to turn this back on now? There it is. All right, I had to turn that back on. All right, folks, so if you're joining us for today's top picks and you're watching us on the rewind, feel free to jump ahead using the timestamps in the description below. But what is today's top picks? This is where I'm going to go over my homepage. This is the homepage right here. It starts with uploads. Then it shouts out the 12 members of the creator tier. Please, if you are not subscribed to any of these 12 channels, go over and check them out. If you dig the content, give them a sub. Then we've got our live stream playlist in the top picks playlist. The top picks playlist is comprised of, ready for this? Funko Pop channels, comic book channels, statue channels, action figure channels, all that good stuff. If I'm subscribed to you and I thought it was super cool, I'm going to drop it in the top picks playlist. And in the top spot of the top picks playlist, there they are, my push to 1,000 Pops with Purpose. That's right. Go check them out. They are in the top spot of the top picks playlist. And the next one, you ready for this one? This thing is only a minute long. I almost played the whole thing, but you know what? Instead, it's only a minute long. Go drop the hashtag Comic Pop Family on them so you can get entered into Friday's great giveaway. Pocan Joe's comic book reviews, the originator of the awkward sip of coffee. Man, I'll actually give you an awkward sip of coffee in the ode to Pocan Joe.
Awkward sip of coffee time. We haven't done that in a while. Oh, it's the nectar of the gods.
That's right. Pocan Joe's comic book reviews. This is a minute long. He's giving you a teaser, and it's done really well. I like this little drawing thing. It keeps your attention. It's only a minute long. Come go check it out. All right. Next up in my top picks playlist, and tomorrow's push to 1,000. There you go. Danester TV, another great Funko Pop father-son combination. The kid's not in this one, but still, good video. Go check out what he got on the Chase Roulette, and I'll tell you what. That's the kind of luck I would have. I'm not telling you either way, but there you go. But that's the kind of luck I would have had. All right, next up, my man Brian and Jack over at Simple Man's Comics, big supporters of the channel. Go check them out. They're delivering the top 10 back issues from October 5th, 2020. And then J Hood Creative, one of my favorite channels, man. He's doing a contest. Hashtag Metarog. So go check out the details of his wall book riddle contest. There is I don't want to give it away, but there's a common theme to the books he chose. Go check out the video. Enter. All right, next up, Area 51. One of my favorite channels, man. You got to go check out Mike at Area 51. He's doing his Forgotten Figures episode number 24 and then his weekly roundup. All right, next up in the top picks, Bueller. This is it. October 14th releases, and there is a ton of them. Holy moly, go check this video out from Bueller. I don't even know how many covers there were, 150, 200? So too many covers. All right, next up, we got Mama J and Spectre. Do I got Mama J loaded up? Oh, yeah. Mama J and Spectre doing their thing with the mini mystery boxes from the Pop Couple. All All right, next up, Waynco Studios. He was a guest on this channel. He's got a killer channel, and he dropped a video titled Biggie Funko Pop Album Ready to Die Unboxing. You got to check out the intros, man. Good stuff over there, Wayne. All right, my man. Pop culture philosophers, you know it. Rockin' Bobby, correctly pronouncing every single letter, artist, writer, penciler. It's unbelievable how he does it because he's passionate about his comic books. He gives you his take on everything, and he's reading a whole bunch of stuff. Go check it out. All right. Coming back again, Simple Man's Comics. I mentioned it. It was in my nerd news. This is it. Frank Gogol, Dead End Kids, The Suburban Job. If you didn't read the first one, go read it. And then get on board here and get the lowdown on when this is going to get released. Brian and Jack at Simple Man's Comics hosted Frank Gogol. All right, and then the final item, it released just before the show, but Gem Mint. Man, come on, man. Sideshow Collectible New York Comic Con getting that Wolverine action? That's just fire. All right, folks, that's the top picks playlist. Let's go see what's going on in the live stream playlist after I go hit the chat real quick because we haven't hit the chat at all. Real quick, we got J Hood Creative is in the chat. How are you, my friend? Robb Boswell is here as well as Lisa Noble. Gaudier Pops is here. He's going to be on the show next week. I'm breaking news right now. Gaudier Pops will be on the show next week. Batman Popster is in the chat. Glenn Smith is here as well as Tricky Trapster. How are you guys doing? Robert Wall. Give me your address so I can send you all kinds of free comic books, my friend. Flash Ray Video says, what's up, JB and Comic Bob family? How you doing, Flash Ray? We got to meet up later on today over at the LCS. My man, Herminio Reyes Jr. is in the chat. Robb Boswell, how you doing? Thanks for my brony shirt. It's my kid's favorite. I do appreciate you. All right, let's get to the next segment of the show, folks. But real quick, I did want to mention, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, man. If you're not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell. We're about to shout out a whole mess of channels. And today, my friend, today could be the day that you find your new favorite channel. All right, let's see what's in today's live stream playlist after the Instagram tag of the day. All right, man, let's get on over to the Instagrams. Oh, I got to switch this one here. Bing, one button. Coming up next, folks, live stream playlist. If you're watching on the rewind, you can get to it by the timestamp in the description below. But let's see who tagged me on Instagrams today. I'll be honest, I have not shared from yesterday, but hey, I'll get caught up. Shout out to the 2,631 followers on Instagram. Let's see what we got tagged in today. First up, bam! This is going to be good, folks, because as soon as this show ends, that's right, as soon as this show ends, let's all head over and smash Mo over at Dude Talking Comics. He's also in the live stream playlist, but he's going live. We're going to get someone to drop the link on that one. All right, next up, Two Boys in Their Pops. This is what I'm talking about. He's got it. There's a comic book in there somewhere. Yeah, he's got it. Blew it up. Comic book, a Funko Pop. And he says, never wonder which show to check out in the morning or afternoon. Check out Discovery Bay Comics over on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Man, right? You could smile like the Cheshire Cat. I appreciate you. Remy, the comic book poser, is doing a contest. Hashtag Metarog. I think that's what I actually commented, isn't it? Metarog, I did. I commented Metarog. 500 subscriber contest. Let's go check that out. He's dropped a video over on his YouTubes. Okay, next up, J-Hood. Here we go. This is also in tonight's live stream playlist. He's going to be Love. He's going to be Louvre. J-Hood's going to be Louvre twice tonight. I find every typo. First at 7:30 on the Boy Who Had 7 Talks comic books channel, where he'll be unboxing an AOK from him. And then Man Cave comes to his channel at 9:15, where he's opening an AOK from him. Dude, if you didn't watch Man Cave last night, he crushed it on Tony Sanders. That should have been in the top picks playlist. All right, what else we got in the live stream? This is super freaking cool, man. I've already named a few, but there's 40, I think it says 40 different movie things in this picture. I named about 10 right off the bat. How many can you name? That's a great post. Sharing life with 2 YouTubers. All right, my man, Tier 23, coming with Miss Marvel #1. He knows what's going on hot right now. And he's still coming with some more. What's he got? Some Riri in that one? That's the first appearance of Riri. Darth Maul, crushing. Terry taking over my feed. All right, here we go. This is also in the live stream playlist. Go check out my man Joker M21. He's got 1,000 subscribers. So you know what that means? It's giveaway time. You must be 18 or over to participate. And man, sub the channel if you haven't already. Go check him out. All right, next up. Panda Awesome giving us the update on his 2020 list. You done crushed it, my friend. You crushed this list. Great job. All right, I'll give you a like on that one. Next up, I know Matt's in here. Where's my man, Matt? Not Mirror Mint is going to be tonight. It's in the live stream playlist. Live stream playlist is packed. It's crazy packed. Next up, Southern Comic Geek says Wolverine Wednesday. Oh, man, I love that. Why is that silver like that? Why is that silver? What does that mean? That's interesting. Cool. I've never seen a PGX. That's why it's PGX. I don't even own a PGX. Leap Day 132 says Twisted Tales. He's doing a 31 Days of Halloween. There it is. I got to one. I got to another one that'll get shared. Matt doesn't let me down. Webhead Wednesday. He's got his CBCS 9.0 of ASM 294 Death of Craven. Signed by Mike Zeck with the Funko Pop in the box, out of the box. Matt, you coming through for me today. I appreciate you. Oh, and he's got his 365 Days of Spider-Man. Now he's going to take up the feed. Yeah, take over the feed. You deserve it. He's got a haul video in Chili's Pool. Is this for today? Oh, man, I don't even know. Is this today? Yes, this is for today. Here we go, folks. Chili's Pool list. Captain America is the comic of the day. I love that Alex Ross art. All of the Alex Ross covers have been phenomenal. So it's called the Timeless Variant. His coffee comes from the Brew Ha Cafe in the Brandywine Coffer Roasters. Yes, it's Delaware Coffee Family Coffee. That's interesting. Smooth, delicious. All right, you guys ready for our prayer? Here we go. God of love and mercy, embrace all those whose hearts today overflow with sadness and a sense of loss. Bless the family and friends and hold them close through the coming days. Amen. Chili's Pull List. That's today's Instagram tag of the day, folks. Let's get back to, I never had a single thing up on the Instagram tag of the day. I was on the whole thing the wrong time. The entire segment never showed it anything on Instagram. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just went through the entire Instagram tag of the day, never looked at the chat, never saw that we weren't on live for Instagram. You didn't get to see Dudes Talking Comics. You didn't get to see Two Boys. You didn't get to see Remy or J Hood or The Picture or Miss Marvel or Teary because I wasn't on the right thing. Unbelievable. And I just did it again. Unbelievable. Look at this 2 times in a row. So if you are ever doing StreamYard and you got multiple windows open, it's always good to make sure you're actually on the window that you're talking about so you don't spend about 10 minutes looking like a jackass. Hence, skip the last segment. One more time, folks. These are all the images that you did not see. If you want to be participating in that segment, go ahead and tag me on the Instagram. This was my big one for the share for Webhead Wednesday. And man, is that embarrassing. Holy shit. There's my Chili's pull list, my prayer from Chili's. Wow. Next, you know what? Where's Biggie Shack? Biggie Shack used to call me when I did that. God damn it. Cheers to everybody who's joining me today. This is a live show run by a single father who's going through the midlife crisis, who has a lot of time on his hands. So yeah, I butchered the last segment, but oh well. Let's hit the chat. Two Boys and Their Pops is here. I appreciate you, J Creative, God ear. We all have comics on the mind. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. It happens. Fire the producer. The producer is fired. Gosh, embarrassing as all hell. Someone should tag JB and let him know he's not on IG. I appreciate you, Remy. All right, folks, 27 people just watched that train wreck. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see what's in today's live stream playlist. Man, oh man. Look at that. Live TV, folks. Now, if you are watching this on the rewind, I may have cut that whole last section out. I don't know. But if it's still here and you're watching this, you can jump ahead to the channel spotlight, which will be my man LBD coming up next. Woo! All right, let's see what's going on live today on YouTube. I update this playlist all day long, folks. As I mentioned, coming up at the top of the hour, man, you know what? Can I do it? I don't know if I can do it. Can I do it? You know what? I'm going to see if I can do it. Watch this. I just copy that. I'll go on over here into the StreamYard. I'm going to drop this link right here. This is the link to this show right here. We're going to be done for this show right here. And when this show comes on, I want everyone to come on over and just smash Mo onto his live. All right, here we go. First up, my man Mo at Dudes Talking Comics Pop Culture Live Show, episode number 39, and we are all heading over there in 27 minutes. Also, premiering, you can watch a premiere on the rewind, but my man, the Gray Man, has got Minerva Menace. Don't know what the hell that means, but I'm sub to you, so it's in. All right, at 1:15, Tori over at Unuseful Unboxing. Here we go. Let's get a thumbs up from my man Tori. Bargain Bin Bonanza, episode 1. He's starting something new. I don't even know what this is. Man, I hope you're actually digging in long boxes. I love it when people out there digging in the long boxes. All right, what else we got in the live stream playlist, folks? You know, actually, I might not read them all. Well, I may not go big on all. We're just going to read them through. If you want to come through, check this out. We got Ultra Maximus. This bro about to drop straight knowledge. If you're not familiar with Ultra Maximus, he's in the live stream playlist. Go check him out. Next up, Flash Raid videos. Man, Flash Raid, time-lapse Lego build. My kids love it. You're going to love it too. This is great on the rewatch. At 2 p.m., Remy the comic book poser says, "What's in the box?" from his friends and Iconic Odd. Remy, looking good, man. All right, next up, The Boy You Had 7. Talks Comics has got original art from J Hood Creative, which we just mentioned, remember, in the Instagram tag of the day, so you don't want to miss that one. And then after that, we got Two Brothers killing it. New Comic Book Day haul. And there's a ton of stuff in the playlist today, so we're going to blow through them. But they've got their New Comic Book Day haul. They got Batman 100 on their list, Thor number 8, Walking Dead. I should have got that one on my top 10. I did not. Blew it on that one. All right, here we go. 4:40. God, that's a really weird time to start a show. But anyway, 4:40 p.m., 7:40 p.m. Eastern. My man Joker M21 is having a giveaway. Don't know what you got to do, but I bet you got to be present to claim your prize. All right, what else is up here in this playlist? Let's go to the long view of the playlist. Slide all the way down in here, and wow, look at all this stuff. Batman Statue Collector, Road Gallery 46. Economics and Comics is giving you his Comic Book Day haul. Inquiring Minds, Hialeah Comic Bro, and Conquistador Have. Man, two of my favorites. Who they got? Did they tell you who they got? Comic Book Inquiring Minds, great member of the comic book. He doesn't tell you. Comic Book 1962, is that who it is? I don't know who Comic Book 1962 is. Guess what? I'm about to find out. You got to go back and check it out. All right, who else we got? Mr. Comics 89 is sharing his Chasing Amazing Spider-Man filling his runs. The Great Legends going live. J Hood Creative is going live with an AOK from Man Cave. Did I get a super chat in the show? Holy shit. Two Boys and Their Pop says they are 20 away from 900. Somebody drop the link to the channel. Oh, there's Lisa. There's Lisa. Man, what would we do without a good moderator? You got to have the best moderators. We got the best right here. All right. Man Cave is crushed it last night. Crushed it. Should have been in the top picks. I apologize to Tony Sanders for not putting that in the top picks. But What's Your Grail last night with Man Cave was absolutely fantastic. And if he sent books to somebody, you may want to tune in. It's probably going to be fire. All right, a couple more, folks. Average Will has got an announcement live stream today at 6:30. The worst man in comic books. His name's Robb Worst, all right? I'm not capping on him. But Robb Worst, Lady Fantastic, Miracle Man, and Comics on the Mind are going live tonight at 7 p.m. This is an adult show, folks. Not near mint. They're going to be talking about Investment Comics Bronze Age and Bronze Babes with special guest 215 Inc. Don't know who that is. We're going to have to check it out. Folks, that was today's live stream playlist. Let's bring in our guest. let's bring in the guest. You guys ready? I don't have a good. Did he have an intro? I don't even know if he had an intro. Let me get my branding ready because I spent some time on these overlays and they're sweet. So let's get our overlays in here. Let's get our guest in here. Let's change my camera so I don't look like I'm all jacked up. We'll go to the regular camera. Regular camera. Guest. Overlay. Bam. No guest. Why is there no guest? Guest. Boom.
What's going on, man?
Dream, my man, LBDProphecy. How are you? And man, you know what's going to happen? I gave you advanced warning. Introduce yourself to the community, my friend.
What's going on, everybody? Some people in the chat already know me. I'm LBD. Channel's LBD Prophecy. I do pops, statues, helmets, you name it. I pretty much do it. Right now, I can't travel, but I like to travel and collect. So that's going to be a new segment once the world gets back to normal. And things like that, man. It's just been interesting. There was something else I was going to mention, but it's escaping my mind.
No problem, man. Hey, I appreciate. I know you've been sitting in the back for like forever, for like half an hour, but I appreciate you coming on, man. So real quick, I gotta ask, who made your avatar?
Same man who made yours, buddy.
Oh yeah, right?
Yeah.
Dude, these things are fire. If you guys have not seen mine, do I have it loaded on this one? I don't know if I have it loaded on this one. No, I got it on this one. Bam. Right there. There's mine. Boom. Right?
Yeah. Dead Zone actually.
Citizen, Dead Zone is the best, bro. And he did that for free. I really appreciate Dead Zone Citizen. He crushed it. Made your avatar. So how long you had your channel now? And has it always been this focused, or did it start as something else?
When I was a little bit younger, and from about I wouldn't even know, but I know when I started off, it was mainly music, and I had music on here, and I started doing shows on another channel.
Like music videos? You'd
music, recording music and music videos a little bit here and there.
Music. Your original music? Is this original? Like sampling up some shit?
Yeah.
That's cool. Is this still on your channel? We need to check this out. Man.
I only have one of them on my channel, but I was told to post some of my older stuff back up again, and so I'll probably be putting that up again soon. Yeah. Okay. But so if you do listen to, if you watch the videos, the instrumentals in the background are from some of my older songs, so I own the rights to all those instrumentals.
So you are a musician,
audio engineer. I'm an audio
engineer. Very nice. I love the sound of that. Let's go ahead and share your screen here. We'll change the branding over here. We'll share the screen. Go over to your page and check out what's going on LBD's YouTube page. Would you consider yourself a Funko Pop channel or a comic book channel?
I consider myself a collector of many things.
A collector of many, because it is pretty wide ranged. You know, I noticed that there is it all live, or do you do some pre-recorded editing?
I do some pre-recorded. I actually have a box I'm probably going to record today, which is a Zombie box.
But what do you use for your editing, if you don't mind me asking?
Filmora.
You do. I'm also on Filmora. Yeah, I'm on Filmora 9. I think it's pretty simple to. I mean, it's a nice interface to use.
A lot of people don't like editing because it takes a lot of time, but I'm so used to it because when you do audio engineering, it takes about the same amount of time. So when
did you start doing audio engineering? Is this something you've been doing since you were a kid?
I started studying. Well, I started getting into it when I was like 15, and then I went to go study it right after high school because there was no programs running that had space when I was in high school.
Gotcha. Is that currently your line of work?
Actually, no. I started a business up with my family, and we do water removal and mold removal and stuff like that, construction.
Oh, that's cool.
It's one of those things that when you have kids, you need something more stable. So, it happens.
I hope you're prepared for. I always ask this, but what are your aspirations with regards to this YouTube channel? Are you, hey, it's cool, it's fun, it's a hobby, and if it grows, great, or man, I want to put some time into this and I want to turn this into something?
When I started out, I didn't expect it to be anything, to be honest. But people kept telling me you should do it, you should do it. I was like, okay, you know what I got to lose. Then I decided I already travel consistently, like mostly every year. I travel at least 3 or 4 times, and I would like to show what it's like collecting in other countries because there's some items that you can't find here in the States, and if you do find them, the prices are insane, and some of these things are still selling at retail in other countries. So I want to take that side of it, and then every week I started doing a Sunday night show of trivia, and this week we're doing.
I'm watching on the rewind. I love the topics because they're things that are it's hitting right in my, being an older person, they're hitting right in my wheelhouse there with the topics that you're picking. So I'm down with that.
I used to spend a lot of time at our uncle's house in Brooklyn, and he had all these old films. So I used to always just grab one off the wall and watch it.
That's me. The Back to the Future was the one I was like, man, you're killing it. Back to the Future. And this one right here, come on, man. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I just watched that with the kids. You keep using that word.
Yeah. I don't remember what that one was at, but I haven't actually touched that movie. But that will be a movie I will touch soon.
Oh, it's called The Princess Bride. I just watched it with the kids the other day. The first
No,
time.
I know the film. I know the film for sure.
All right.
It's one of my favorite films. Yeah.
I'm going to actually ask if there's any questions from the chat. Now's your chance to ask a question to Mr. LBD Prophecy. What does the LBD Prophecy stand for? Is this more way it was a music thing?
So originally LBD was the name of the group. It stands for Legends by Desire. We actually had a mural done back in the day. I actually was able to take it around because it was made on a sheet of paper. So I was able to take it to events and stuff.
Very nice. You got a new subscriber in your video, Reyes Jr.
Appreciate that, brother.
So you're on the Instagrams pretty solid, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, most definitely. Honestly, it kind of blew up a little bit more after I started doing this. It was kind of crazy to watch. It's been moving.
What do you like most about Instagram? What do you like least about Instagram?
I don't have too many complaints about Instagram. It's just sometimes you get those random messages and stuff like that. Just the amount of spam that comes through that you have to kind of sift through everything.
Yeah.
But I was never too much of a poster. If you go back to like my older stuff, I maybe posted maybe once a month or something like that. Mm-hmm. Now I post all the time, and it's just content stuff or stuff that just randomly happens. When the world gets back to normal, you'll see me posting me picking up like probably live streams from Instagram of me going to stores over there and kind of giving you a sneak peek of how the video is gonna look.
Gotcha. I think Instagram's great. I do a lot of shares mostly. Mm-hmm. I use it mostly to communicate. I think it's it's the fastest way to get a hold of somebody. The chatting that chatting through the Instagram.
Well, it's also one of the safest ways of getting. You don't have to give somebody your number or your Facebook, which has your personal information. Yeah. Everything is like kind of more distant, but at the same time, you still have that connection.
I do feel, and this is just the conspiracy theory in my head, but I think that these things are all listening, even though they say they're not listening. Because my wife and I will be talking about buying something in the backyard, and then it shows up in my Instagram feed.
Yep. It is not just Instagram; it's everything. It's
what the hell just happened here? How the hell did that happen?
I'm gonna start getting Princess Bride pops out here. Speaking of which, one of the Comic-Con ones is they finally made Fezzik.
Nice. Which let's talk about that. I want to go back to the YouTube page real quick. And you know what? Actually, we're going to go back to the traditional share because I wanted to bring those images up that we had. And I think I have them loaded. So we'll go over here. And you know better than, probably most in the community. Tell me about what's going on here with the kind of the news that I was trying to break today. What did I call it? Funko 1. Let's go with Funko 1 first. And,
Eric,
tell me about this picture right here and what's going on here and which of the ones we should be trying to get our hands on.
Well, I'll touch that right now. Eric's asking me what's my favorite symbiote because right now a lot of symbiotes have been coming out, so that's one of the hotter items right now: symbiotes and zombies. And the Carl Ellie 2-pack is really popular because the one from last year is kind of blown up. It's past $700, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in value. The sodas are a thing. I just found out that the Mixie and Pixie from the Hanna-Barbera are actually limited. I did not know that.
So I'm going to bring them up more of a big screen here, cover us up a little bit. So tell me which one's on here that we should be looking at.
So Mixie and Pixie are now limited. That wasn't known before. Are the two little mice in the corner from Hanna-Barbera.
Okay.
The two on the top are the con exclusive limited, which one I believe Ben is 2,500.
Oh, dude, is that Snake Plissken?
Yep, he's 1,000 piece.
Oh, I gotta get that, man. Come on.
It's gonna be hard. It's 1,000 piece, and there was a lottery to get
1,000 piece. You weasels.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can make this thing bigger so we can see him. Snake.
Yeah.
Plissken. Yeah,
And
that's
actually,
cool.
and actually, it's 999 because one of the biggest YouTube channels actually got one sent to him to show it off. He's pretty well known. He's like one of the first Funko Pop guys ever.
And then the other thing that we brought up was this ad icons. I'm a big fan of the ad icons. I don't know who's not a fan of the ad icons, but tell me about this picture and what is there any things that's exclusive in here?
So far, these are just them showing them off. They haven't really said anything about exclusivity. I do want to point out though that Funko Illuminati, another channel, mentioned that the spam looks like he's ready to shank somebody though.
That's that little twist holder thing that they have on the spam. And then the last one that I showed early, and I'm not collecting these, and man, I am so afraid to go down the rabbit hole. But they were also on the far left of the first picture. But we're talking about these soda pops, man. Are you a collector of soda?
I do not collect the sodas, but I have learned a lot because they're really popular. The problem is that they were so popular that the original runs were more limited. They have kind of blown them out. They went from 2,000 pieces to like 10,000. So like they're kind of like smothering the market a little bit, but the con ones are limited.
Gotcha. You know what I should do is when I have. Oh no, I can't do that. All right. I would have my overlay every time.
Also, the sodas are actually one of the few true blind taste roulette you can do.
Really?
So you can't tell what a chase is until you actually open it.
Got it. Well, there you go, folks. You heard it here first. Well, you didn't hear it here first. I bet you've already heard it. But hey, I get to report it again because it's news to me. So I want to thank you for coming on today. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the people that are joining us today before we pop you in the back and move on?
Well, just if you enjoy some fun trivia, we're doing Latin Heritage Month on Sunday, and we have Geeky Mama Bear, we have McDorks,
yes,
and a few actual friends of mine who some of them have lived out of the country or actually live out of the country right now. So
they'll be on the broadcast. That's going to be
everybody representing their respective country.
That's 6:30. I'm sorry, I don't want to get the time wrong. Every Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Every Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, folks. Thanks for joining me, LBD. Please take a moment. His Instagram and his YouTube is in the description below. Go ahead and check him out. Sub him up if you like the content. I'm going to drop you in the back. Stick around for a little while, and we'll chat afterwards. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
All right, take it.
Okay, folks, that was my guest segment. Next segment of the show. What is it? I don't even know. What is the next segment of the show? What is it? Ooh, what's in the box already, JB? All right, let's see what's in the box. You saw this box. Look at this. Oh. I hope everything's all right. We're going to go ahead and open that box. That's from Mr. Q Comics. He is technically an Instagram seller, so I'm going to give you I'm going to show you his thing here right here. He's on Instagram at Mr. Q Comics, but what he does is he really promotes his eBay page. So you do have to buy it through eBay. But man, he's got a lot of good comics. Let's see how his packaging holds up to the U.S. Postal Service, which is going to test his packaging. Ay, ay, ay. All right. You know what I'm going to do is I think I'll switch cameras. Let's switch the camera. And did I get the music to come on this time? Can everybody hear me? Should I check the chat? All right. What's in the store already, right? What's in the box already? Here we go. I'm going to switch the camera. We are going to switch the camera to, where's it at? This one. And here's the damage on this side. Look at that. The damage bin. He had some paper on top, which took a little bit of the brunt on that. And then inside, what is this? There's this huge brick of books. So that corner is looking actually pretty good considering, right? And then the packaging on the end. I'm impressed right now is what I'm going to tell you. Let's see what we got in this brick of. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know you weren't going to send me something without having pull tabs, brother. Pull tabs for Mr. Q, who's probably watching going, oh man, there's pull tabs. So let's use the pull tabs and break that off. Get into this brick of comic books and see what the heck I bought from Mr. Q over on the Instagram. Oh my goodness, dropping shit everywhere. Good Lord. All right, let's see if there's there's a pull for that. This is not great TV, but there's more pull tabs in here. Holy moly, more pull tabs. And let's see what we got. We got a big stack of books. Starting with, you guys ready for this? Oh man, this is gonna be good. We got a bunch of books here, folks. Starting with Thor, number 217. Thor 217. And no, these are not for sale. These were purchased from my personal collection. 218. There were holes in my collection, and he is going to be filling run fillers for me. Thor 219. Very nice Thor lot. How about Spider-Man Team Up? There's one on this side. Spider-Man, Marvel Team Up 96. And Marvel Team Up 97. I'm collecting Marvel Team Up. I think it's 150, I think, in the Marvel Team Up, and only 110 in the Marvel 2-in-1. Yeah, no, it's 100 in the Marvel 2-in-1. And then Marvel Team Up goes to 150. Yeah, so these are going to definitely be filling there. Marvel Team Up number 99. Marvel Team Up 101. Marvel Team Up 102, Marvel Team Up Annual 3, Marvel Team Up Annual 6, Marvel Team Up Annual 7. All right, now we got a little DC love here. What about some DC Challengers, DC Unknown? And on this side, we got some old 25-cent Detective Comics. Yes, Detective Comics 446. Then we've got DC Ghost. Hey, we got a super chat from Marshall Lewis. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, my friend. Marshall Lewis, welcome to the stream. We've got Ghosts. DC Ghosts. Ooh, man, check out the cover on this one. House of Mystery. That was number 222. And then on the other side, Justice League of America 174. House of Mystery. That's kind of cool. All right, more DC goodness. Justice Inc. on that side and Justice Inc. on that side. All right. Ooh, Phantom Stranger. Nice. And that's number 30. And Secret Origins number 5. Nice. Origin of Spectre. Hey, Biggie Shaq. What do you think of this one, man? Superboy 191. Here we go. Hey, Hacks in the chat. Yesy Comics. Thanks for stopping by. Superboy number 22. Is that Legion of Superheroes 22? Keep going. Oh, here we go. The Superman family. Giants. Superman family. Nice. Superboy on that side. Some more Super Team Family Giants. Or how about the Trigger Twins? Watch out, fellas. Weird War Tales. And Wanted. Kind of cool. Next up, Jonah Hex. And oh man, look at that. Biggest Shag, world's finest. I like that one. Next up, oh yeah, these are nice. And they are high grade. Ooh, King Conan 1 and King Conan 2. Some high grade. They actually are high grade. He lists them as high grade and they are high grade. King Conan 1 and 2. And that is my box from Mr. Q Comics. Thank you very much, Mr. Q Comics. Let's get to the next segment of the show, folks, which is New Comic Book Day Hot Top 10 Comics. And where's the overlay? Bam. How you like me now, huh? Bam! New Comic Book Day, huh? One more. Bam! 10, Biggie! There's 10 in the list! All right, everybody. Welcome to my newest segment called the Top 10 Comics from today. This is stuff that's on my pool. There's stuff I didn't get on here. You're going to go, oh, you didn't get this. I'm not reading it. If I'm not reading it, I'm not going to get it. So we're going to go over my hot top 10 picks real quick. I appreciate everybody who's joining me today. We still got 24 in the chat. Thank you so much. Yes, Elu Comics and Pops is here. MLV's in the chat. Lisa Noble's still doing her thing. Good stuff. All right, you guys ready? Coming in at number 10, I had Emma Kubert on the channel. We interviewed her for Artist Alley. She is fantastic. Go get this comic book. Ink Blot number 2. I got to run back and get number 1, but I definitely got number 2 coming to me. Go check it out. Next up, Champions Outlaw number 1. Yeah, I picked this. I don't know if there's some spec value or not because I wasn't paying attention, but I love number 1s. And I love this team up they got here. Look at who they're talking about here. I can easily see this turning into something. All right, next up in my number 8 spot, I've been on ASM since the beginning, so I know I got this one coming to me, but they talk about that legacy numbering. So Marvel Comics says, hey, this is the 850th Spider-Man based on legacy numbering, which I guess is a big deal. There is a bejeeba load of covers for this, but I'm just going to go with cover A because I don't want to spend all kind of money on it. All right, next up at my number 7 pick, man, Boom Studios is killing it with this. Plus, the artwork on these covers is fantastic. We only find them when they're dead. Number 2 is my number 7 pick. Now, at number 6, I'm all over all of the X titles, okay? All of the X titles. And Marauders number 13 are Marauders. Is it 12 are Marauders or 13? 13, I can't remember what numbers. But Marauders and X-Force are both in this list, coming in at 6 and 5. There you go. X-Force. Marauders X-Force, because I'm all over 10 of Swords. It's called 10 of Swords, by the way. If you were confused, it's called 10 of Swords. Next up is Die number 14. Man, I love this story. I've been on this story since day 1. Die has been fantastic. Image Comics killing it. In my number 3 spot, Thor number 8. And this cover specifically, man, awesome. Am I right? Come on. Now, in number 2, this has been one of my favorite reads, hands down. This Star Wars run right here, telling that story of what happens in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, has blown my mind every single episode. Can't wait to get my hands on this one, Star Wars number 7. And in the top spot of my top 10 picks for New Comic Book Day, October 7th is... how can it be anything else, man? Joker War concludes in issue number 100 of Batman. And yeah, I got a couple covers. I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on this, but yeah, there's some covers. I'm a Batman fan. That, folks, is my top 10 picks. And that is the show. Let's wrap this one up. All right, folks, that was today's show. I do appreciate everybody who came out. Let's go over a couple things. First and foremost, Friday, we're giving something away. What are we giving away? I'm not going to tell you, but it's going to be good. I promise it'll be good. And most likely it will be something that I have opened between now and Friday. And I got a bunch of stuff to open, so stay tuned for that. How do you enter is the question. It's super simple. Any comment on any video, any comment, even like the word comment, or even just like a thumbs up. Anything on any video that I have dropped in the last week is an entry. Plus, you can get an additional entry every day that I go live by dropping that Comic Pop Family hashtag. And today is on my man Pope Can Joe's comic book reviews. So go ahead and hit the Comic Pop Family hashtag on him to get yourself an additional entry into Friday's giveaway. Now, quick shout out to my t-shirt man, Robb Boswell.
I wear a size large, and my address is in the description below.
Shout out to Robb Boswell for sending me the brony shirt. If you send it, I'm probably gonna wear it. I mean, I've worn stuff with guys' faces on there. We spilled wine on those, but hey. Anyway, shout out to my coffee mug sponsor, Hialeah Comic Bro, for sending me a real coffee mug. I do appreciate you. And today's unboxing was from misterqcomics. Shout out to you. Your packaging was spot on, my friend. Also, my push to 1K. Go check this channel out. There's a description. There is a link in the description below. Pops with Purpose, a great father-daughter combination. Check them out. And that's it, folks. If you have not already, why haven't you? Hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe and hit the bell. You saw what just happened in the last hour. We shouted out a whole mess of channels. And today could be the day that you find your new favorite channel. Real quick, I'm going to hit the chat. Everybody in the chat, I moved the big beginning to the very end, and I will be highlighting comments as they come in. I appreciate each and every one of you, and if you don't remember anything, don't forget. We had a good time. Peace, everybody.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
Let's say I nail the soles directly to your feet. It'll give you more traction when you're pulling the ice way.
You will be hearing from my attorney.
Is that the law offices of Hagen and Dobbs?